Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Corey, Elgin, and Spoody.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a punk rock band of brothers get together to talk about one of our shared loves, toy collecting. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. Hi, everyone.
Hi up there.
Hi down there. Corey, for those who can't see, Corey has shrunken himself.
Which is everybody.
Yeah, all that is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We are recording video on it. I shouldn't mention that. All right, so if this is your first time, you're new to this little toy show, hey, thank you so much for tuning in, man.
We'll deflower you
We really appreciate
properly.
it. We're not toy experts or anything. Just a heads up. You'll figure that out soon enough. We're toy enthusiasts. That's right. So we're going to get things wrong. It's all right. So, hey, let's introduce the band, your fellow podcast co-hosts. On lead vocals and rhythm guitar, he's our real American hero. It's Corey Canny.
I'm Corey as fuck.
Yeah, you are. All day. On vocals and lead guitar, and a true master of the universe, he's the quiet one, Elgin Arnie.
My name is Chuck, and I like to find out about your interests and talk about them intelligently.
Next up on the bass guitar, he's more than meets the eye. He's our Transformers guy. It's Spoody.
I ain't got nothing funny.
That's what he thinks.
Booty as fuck.
And on drums, hey, it's me. I'm Jason. I'm here to share my love of hanging out with these turds. All right. We're very excited about today's highly sought-after topic. This topic's so hard to find that if you don't personally have a friend or relative working at Target, you might not ever get your hands on this one. But don't worry, you can hear all about today's topic for 3 times the price on the secondary market. That's right, we're talking about exclusives.
So thanks for listening, everybody, and good night.
Find us on Macari and eBay later.
That's right.
Yeah, you want this episode, it's going to cost you.
Oh.
First episode to
on
cost
the
you.
paywall. All right. We are also going to visit a store that we all really love and support, and everyone in the world knows about, and we're big fans of it. Okay.
Are we?
We are. That's totally
okay,
what
cool.
we're doing.
Yeah.
That just means Corey didn't read
No,
to see what it was.
at all.
I read the script. I didn't read the outline.
You can follow us on Twitter at Cracktastic Pod and on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Cracktastic Plastic. As of this recording, we just hit 400 peeps
400.
400 followers on Instagram.
on the Instagram. That's Elgin's Hangout Playground.
Yep.
You should totally check out his flexing videos that he does on his personal account. There's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Lots.
So much.
Yeah.
So much hair.
We also have a store. It's on our website. We have a website. It's cracktasticplastic.com. Check it out, yo. But right now, let's talk about what toys we picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt. I always edit that out.
Listen up, you fools! If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right, up first, Smarty Pants. What have you been hunting, Corey?
I would say I never hear it, but I don't listen to the show.
Come on, it's a good show.
I've listened to it before.
That's what people say anyway.
What am I on the hunt? You know what? Honestly, what I've been on the hunt for is
This makes me nervous. Stop it.
some strange.
Your wife listens to this.
My ex-girlfriend is
doesn't.
listening. I actually I've been hunting for Transformers for Ren.
Aw, like what?
For Christmas. He's really into the WFC stuff and anything else. He got a new Cheetor this month, which is right here.
The Beast Wars?
Yep, the Beast Wars Cheetor, which it's not bad.
Sure.
It's pretty cool.
It squirts water.
It does, yeah. It's or anything else that you want to put in there.
Out of which orifice?
Like mayonnaise. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, gross. Why'd you pick mayonnaise? Of all things to put. Oh, I see.
Well, once you see where the gun goes.
Oh, exactly where the gun. That's right.
Yeah, it's his chest penis, and it squirts mayonnaise.
It's called the gut gun.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, you scramble. Anyway, he got that one recently. Got a bunch of them for Christmas in the basement now. Like,
wait, what if he listens to this? It's going to be spoiled.
Oh no.
Oh god, I guess I'll just. I don't know. I'll roofie him or something.
Right.
Saw him on third party market. Yeah.
Some Rohypnol. And yeah, I mean, it's all stuff that we've all seen a million times, and I didn't bring any of it with me, but like it's all stuff that you guys have, but it's just been kind of fun, like finding Transformers.
It's fun to hunt for Transformers.
Yeah, he gets super excited about him because he's a rotten little shit.
He sounds pretty cool since he likes Transformers.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel though about
depressed?
The Joes. He doesn't.
It makes me happy because he's not trying to touch my stuff right now.
Oh, there's a benefit.
So, yeah,
Right side.
I mean, I can go and drop $20 on a Transformer for him that he might break, and most likely not. Though he takes pretty good care of them.
Good.
He's lost all their guns, and we still can't find Optimus or Cyclonus's heads.
Oh, those come off?
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
pretty easily.
All right.
Good to know.
Not playing with them hard enough. Okay.
Yeah. He just got Trax.
Mm-hmm.
Trax sucks.
He does in a way. In a way,
and then in another way, and then in a completely different way.
Yeah.
There's like at least 3 particular ways that Trax sucks.
In all the ways except for sitting on your shelf looking like a robot.
It's that same mold that you've got sitting in front of you, but it's his legs are the worst.
It's pretty.
I've transformed him about 15 times, and I still can't figure out which way to turn the legs the first time.
Oh yeah, I mean it's neat.
No, it's not. It's stupid and
engineering of how those legs.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the engineers of the toy aren't thinking about the person playing with it at all.
There's
I like the way it comes together. I think that of all of the War for Cybertron toys, his legs, even the sculpt and like the way that the feet attach and everything, is probably my least favorite.
They're notoriously loose, and
his aren't loose. His are fine. Like everything's tight. And yeah, but it's a stupid. It's worse than Black Arachnia to transform.
Oh yeah, I just got her too, and it took me an hour just to get her into a spider.
Really?
I mean,
the first time I did that one, I did that one myself, it took me like 5 minutes. I used the instructions, but it took me like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is easy."
Arachnia Whisperer. What happened?
I guess it
takes you hours to do any normal.
Yeah,
but that one.
Because I'm slow. That's it. That's. I mean, I didn't.
Maybe that's the trick.
I brought this Cheetor.
I don't think that's yours.
It's not, but I touched it, and so
therefore it's yours now.
That's what I get to talk about during my video, and then and Spoody can too.
Elgin brought enough for both of you, so
yes.
What all you got over there, Elgin?
Even stuff that's related to the topic later.
Yeah, me too.
So, well, I got this Ram Man.
I got the Ram Man. So happy for you.
Whoa.
What happened?
The table just destroyed itself. Well, yeah, this is a deluxe figure for Master Universe Origins. It comes with 2 axes. And it's pretty heavy duty.
Looks pretty close to the original.
Pops off.
I think. What?
And you can put a different head sculpt on as well.
On the helmet. Yeah.
With a full helmet, face covering. You can take that. And he has a fist also.
Oh, I see.
Like a punching fist.
The other one covers his mouth and nose.
Yeah. So that would be like the normal one that you have, the vintage
for
style.
when he needs to eat.
Yeah. This is for when he's taken to court and doesn't eat people.
Features a little nothing special.
I mean, so the original one, he just squatted down and he pushed a button on the back of his leg and he popped back up, spring action style. This one, like most Origins, has a little more flex to it and movement. His arms move a little bit. On the original, his arms just were set in one area and move back and forth.
Yeah.
Even his legs, you can bend them, which they never,
Wow.
you can never.
Definitely
Not that there was a lot of bend to it.
For a little squatty guy.
Yeah, but there's at least that. So this one, you push it in, and then you push it in again, and that's it for his jumping.
Jake Book has a little Ram Man army going on.
He does. He has the vintage ones.
Yeah, he's got several of them now.
And you can move his feet around like that too as well. But
in case he needs to have his feet backwards.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to walk
jump this way.
backwards around. But yeah, that's pretty much. You set him down. He clicks in, and then
He still looks
launches.
great, though, man.
But there's that guy. And he's heavier, a lot heavier.
Yeah, he is. Holy moly.
But I got that from Amazon, and the box was horrible.
Was it like just wrecked
they-
and it showed up? Or?
I'll have a video of it later. I haven't posted it yet in the past either. But I think when they put it in the box, they folded it completely over.
They do that.
And so there's a giant crease in it, which, I mean, I opened it up anyway, but I still, it was like, come on. They had a box that was big enough to fit it.
So, in my opinion,
yes.
This is the most useless knee articulation
I
in
would
the
agree.
history of everything
But
ever.
you can
I
pose
would
him
agree.
running.
I would agree.
No, you can't.
No,
'cause
not
then he
you
does
can.
this.
You can pose him
Only if he glues feet to
slightly.
the table.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know why
You
they
can
did
pose
it.
him on his back, relaxed. Is what
People
you can
wanted
do.
it.
I guess I don't know. I mean,
I'm looking up slightly.
I have no neck.
I have
now
no
I'm
neck.
facing forward again.
yeah, I don't.
But it's still a cool figure.
I do like that it's heavier. The original one feels very much like it's going to break every time
Yeah,
you
it feels
play
like
with
it feels like a pest
Hollow.
dispenser.
Yep.
It's very hollow, yeah, and it has a spring.
He's beefy.
You can push it all the way down. There you go. And click him in, then pop him again.
Boing,
There you go.
boing.
So that's one guy I got, and then I finally got Orco,
Yay.
and he moves around on his little burst
hero.
of
He's got better articulation than Ram Man.
yes. Well, yeah. I mean, he can look around and stuff, and this
so
box
cool.
was also from Amazon. It also got damaged in a video that I haven't posted yet, but will in the future past.
Oh, he's cool. I love his little stand.
I do like how his face looks. Yeah, it looks a little better than the original.
Looks like
of,
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah. But it's
He's going to blow up
It-
the Earth
it-
with his Illudium Pu-36 explosive space modulator.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
What?
But it does fit the fill the completion of whatever wave
You
that
did
was at. So
You're caught up.
yeah,
Yeah,
on that wave anyway,
yeah.
caught up ish.
Did you see that they released a new He-Man
new?
figure for that new line for the kids cartoon?
the
like a-
animated one?
Yeah, it's
The
like a different. I saw it at my Walmart today. It's
Was it
completely-
bigger?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little bigger, and
It's a
in
12.
an actual box.
Oh yeah, I saw those
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I saw
It
those.
looks better than the first one that came out.
It does.
I probably won't.
You're gonna get him.
Nah, I do want Battle Cat, which they are putting out, which I just saw. So
about
they'll
that
always have
skeleton?
He-Man and Battle Cat.
That'll be
together.
cool.
So, and then also at Walmart they have ornaments out now.
Exclusive.
Well, one of them is because it says only at Walmart. So
Oh, that's
They don't have
the
any
magic sticker.
I think I
Yeah.
made. No, I didn't. I was
a-
gonna pick those up, and then I didn't.
yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry.
it's Skeletor and He-Man ornaments. They're out in the Hallmark section, the card section of Walmart right now.
Mhm.
I didn't see any Transformer ones there. They have Minecraft
There's-
ones if you care about that.
I was gonna pick these up, and then I decided, wait, no, I don't need to because I still have a full set of unopened Dollar Tree Masters of the Universe figures, and I'm just gonna put one of those little screw eyelet things into
So
those.
I did a
and-
live video of making ornaments.
Oh, did you do that with
yesterday.
those?
Yeah, yesterday. If you want to check it out on Instagram.
Okay.
They basically hot glued a bunch of the ornament clips, the wire.
Yeah.
Which I have a bunch of those left
Yeah.
if you want some.
I was just going to use the type that are in this that just screw right into the plastic.
yeah.
And
These
do
I
it
just
that way.
I just clipped off the bases and,
Yeah.
and hot glued it to the back and Jason was
It
on
works.
it. And, yeah, it worked. And it
Nice.
hung off my little tiny 2-foot
Yeah, I
tree.
have a full set of those and a full set of the GI Joe ones,
Right.
and so I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make Christmas ornaments out of those.
Do
I
a
can't say
video.
ornament.
That's fine.
And then you said it.
Then also I got an exclusive. This is Scareglow from Mattel Creations. Put this out on their website as their,
Is that like Mattel's version of Hasbro Pulse?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's their custom shop.
Their HasLab.
Yeah, it's so they had this out. You had to at a certain time you could log into your computer and buy it and stuff. So
I like how the cape.
Cape has wires in it
has
to
wires in it
pose.
so you can flex it and pose it.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
So you can make him like attacking. And it came with this awesome box. So that's the outer cardboard box, and then on the inside it has another box with it's like it's a bound book almost. And then that has, when you open it up,
a slipcase on it.
Outside.
Yeah, that box wasn't wrecked.
Well, that's because it came from Mattel Creations and not Amazon.
And they realized that you give a shit about
and then
boxes.
You can look at it, and then there has a little light feature in it as well.
Oh, cool!
So you can kind of just.
And it's like
flashing
lightning type.
Yep. So there's a button on the bottom corner there that activates that, and has a window in the back and front, so you can pose them in that as well. And,
that's rad.
And so it was definitely worth it to pick that up. It was like $30, I think,
That's
or
not
something
bad.
like that
No,
for the packaging and what the figure was. It was
That's
like
cool as hell.
Like but I think it took like 2 months to get to me. I think after I purchased it, but yeah, it's.
And then it shows up, and you're like, "What the hell is this?"
I just kept waiting. I'm like, "Is it?" I kept seeing it on Instagram. I'm like, I know people are getting them because they're posting about them. So and then they finally did. And I did a video of that as well.
And I like how even in the packaging, it's got like a hole for his cape to go through.
Yes, they did.
So he looks cooler.
Yeah, Mattel Creations did a great job on this, and nothing was holding him in. Like to cut off, it was just pressed in there, molded around the plastic.
Yeah, those are the best.
And so for display, it's
they don't
great.
Flop around in the box. Too.
Yeah, but that was, like I said, an exclusive. I'm sure they'll probably do later, like a standard version of Scareglow. But I mean, it just looked so cool when they announced it. I was like, I get it.
I wish the Generation Selects would do packaging half that cool.
Yeah.
So just a brown box with no name or anything on it.
Yeah.
Is it still available?
No, it was only available for like 5 minutes at noon on that day.
You're like, I gotta go to the bathroom
sold out.
at work.
I had it up on work at work. Maybe it was like 10 o'clock or something, but I had it up at work and was able to go in and you could buy only 2, and they literally sold out within 5 minutes.
So cool, man.
It was insane. And then they had another one. I wasn't able to get any of the other ones that they ran again, but still, it was once an exclusive through Mattel Creations. They do kind of, like you said, it's a custom shop place, and but that's pretty much all I brought today relating to the topic as well.
Yeah, awesome. All right, now we got the Spoody the Beast over there.
Spoody and the Beast.
Oh, what is he doing? Oh, they actually. I'll let you go.
I got some things.
Yay!
You got Barney.
Yeah. So I got the four different Beast Wars re-release
brand new
for entirely too much.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pull them out of their packaging so I can hand them around.
exclusive to Walmart.
The Cheetor is pretty cool.
He's really easy to transform.
Yeah. I mean, Corey can do it.
Yeah, I never had any of these when they originally were out, so it was so nostalgic to see them on the shelves, though.
So that's what the original toys were like? Like, these are basically...
Yeah, packaging, too, with the big red with the green eyes.
So we got Cheetor and
big...
Rat Trap. And the Rat Trap is just fucking terrible. Especially for as much as it was.
Yeah.
What? It took 2 seconds to transform?
It's like a
exactly
2-step, 1-step.
And it cost just as much as the Cheetor.
Yeah, it should be like $10.
Like, maybe, yeah.
$9.99.
Yep, you gotta put his ass down.
That's fine.
But the cool ones are the Optimus Primal and Megatron. Megatron's got, fill that full of water. He can pull his tongue out.
Nice.
And
that's cool.
Shoot, and then Cheetor's got
action feature.
The water thing.
The mayonnaise.
Neat
shooter.
little action feature.
Cool.
Optimus Primal's got all kinds of like hidden crap. You can open his forearms. He's got his little skull mace.
Oh yeah,
tucked in there. And then the other one.
Oh, this is awesome.
The other forearm is a gun.
Oh, cool.
And then behind his head,
another head.
Pop it down is actually the missiles.
His
that go in the
brains.
gun. Store back behind there.
That's cool.
And then he's got
Whoa. Whoa. Sweet.
got
Action
the missiles
feature.
that go over the shoulders. Their push button.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry.
I got the
Not
plan.
sorry. Got the transforming shit. And then he's got a cool. If you can set it up right, you can. God
Whoa.
damn it! Things
Got
just
excited.
flop.
He's got
I got a mic
getting
in my
excited.
face, so I can't see. He kind of.
Oh, he dances.
Dance,
So, like-
monkey, dance.
If he set his arms right, he beats his chest.
Oh, that makes more sense.
It's beating something, I guess.
I like that better.
But when Elgin and I first saw these, our
But it looks like
obvious-
he's dancing.
Our obvious impression, especially on the two big guys, was like, man, what a waste of packaging. They look so
Right.
small inside of this big giant box, but now seeing them in person, they're fucking
They're
huge.
pretty big. So the Megatron's got like a little bit of plastic that like kind of holds them there. The Optimus, like there's nothing in there, and he just flops around.
Yeah,
The box is 3 times bigger than him.
but he's a big toy. He doesn't look this big in the box, you know.
Yeah.
This would be the one. This Optimus would be the one to buy. I mean,
yeah.
for,
Yeah,
what,
it's-
for what
That's
it
pretty
is,
sweet.
But they're both like 50.
50 bucks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Megatron's good too.
yeah.
Oh, that is.
I always
pretty
liked that
cool.
name, Optimus Primal. It was
Yeah.
always a great name for that. I used to watch Beast Wars when it was out. Like, it was first out. It was the one I actually watched a lot of.
I've never seen it
It's good.
other than the
Just check it out.
Earthrise. That's the only.
They say it's one of the best actual storyline shows.
It's good.
You know?
It's a good one.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi. Okay,
A lot of them are on Tubi. Too.
I'll have to check it out.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I remember
Sometimes.
watching it with my
Awesome.
brother after school.
And then that guy's for the next one.
Okay,
So-
cool. Well, I'll go next then. I got a couple things, and they're both from Target. I got this Road Rage is a Target exclusive. She is a
He-she?
repaint of Trax, the Trax toy, the little, what is it? The Corvette.
Yeah.
Yes, your
Yes.
favorite car.
Uh-huh. They're the best.
And yeah, she's a really cool toy. There hasn't been a lot of her out in the world. There's a masterpiece version, and not much since G1, and yeah, like everyone has said, the legs are a little crappy and hard. Mine were loose as AF. No, that was too many A's. Loose AF. That's what
Yes.
kids say.
As fuck.
Okay.
That's what the kids say. Both of those things.
But she's beautiful. That red and white and purple, and I love Trax and the wings and the flying car, and it's just a great.
What's that one's
version.
name?
Road Rage.
Road Rage.
But,
So-
yeah, you can check her out.
Are we gonna skip the woman driver jokes then?
I think so. I think we should. It's nice. You know, the more female Transformer characters, the better, and there aren't a whole lot, so it's nice to get more.
Road Rage though.
Right. Woman drive. I get it. Okay, and then
It's Road Rage.
Moving on.
I had been caught up, and then they released some more pops, some more Transformer pops.
Uh-oh.
And
Ruh-roh.
so there's this 2021 Summer Convention Limited Edition. And Road Rage was like I said, Target exclusive. And
Yeah.
so the only a red card Target exclusive. So you can only get,
More exclusive.
yeah, it's an extra layer of exclusivity.
Oh.
And so I signed up for a red card so I could get the. There's been several Transformers over the last
Wait,
few
so
years.
you can't get it unless is the red card like their credit card or
There's-
is it like a
There's two versions. There's a credit card version, and then there's a debit card version that just links to your bank account. And
I see.
I might get the credit card one eventually, maybe, but I just right now it was easy to just sign up for the
red card,
the debit card version. So and it just comes out of your bank account. It's just
I
another
gotcha.
card, and then you get free shipping from Target too.
Nice.
Sweet.
Which made it easy to order this guy. I got a Shockwave, and which recompletes my Transformer Pops thing. But now they just came out with a Trax, which is just now going to start hitting, and I'll have to find him. And he's already he's expensive already, but hopefully he becomes more popular and I can find him. But this Shockwave, he's just gorgeous,
He's very
and purple, and I like him a lot.
Yeah,
He's pretty cool.
and
If
you have
you're
the
into
large.
that
You have the
thing.
large one. No, you have Soundwave is the large one, right?
Yep, Soundwave. I have the Soundwave and Optimus.
Are they
going to
make a 10-inch one of this or not?
I like
Not
that
that
they
I
do
know
have
of.
the clear plastic for
Yeah.
like the hands and the gun and even on the chest piece.
Yeah, it feels the detailed attention to detail of the original.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Sweet.
I like that.
Which means he's probably all clear plastic and they just painted
Hey,
the rest
no,
of
that's
him.
not possible. Well, it doesn't. It's vinyl. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, clear vinyl then.
yeah. So those are.
That's cool.
I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff, but I thought I'd just stop at those things. But those can definitely. Did you have a question? Sorry.
this is exclusive to Target
That
or to the Funko store.
it's a convention. I don't know if this business counts as a different layer of.
This he's talking about is the sticker on front of the box.
Right, when I pointed to it, you couldn't see that, listener. Thank you, Elgin.
It says 2021 Summit. I think you said that before, but I think what Funko does, they have their own convention on their site, and then they send out to stores.
To be honest, I haven't looked for him in another store. I just happened to see him on Target, so I don't know if it's exclusive. Well, it would have a Target sticker on it.
It should, yeah.
Because I do have some that are, so it's not a Target exclusive. But yeah, exclusives, guys. Like, there's pros and cons, right? Don't just give me all the cons.
Fuck him.
Let's
Is that a pro or a con?
let's start with some pros. What's cool? I mean, tell me some pros about our topic today.
I would say
exclusives.
being able to get this like Scareglow figure, I know it's exclusive, but to have it with this packaging and having it before they would even have it with the original, with a wave, it's as its own, and in just
It's
having that
something
figure
more special.
Yeah, it is. It's something that it's like a neat figure to have, and just everything that came with it. All
Are they
all that
planning
stuff.
to mass release that figure in different, like cheaper packaging?
I
or
would
do you know?
imagine they would, just because he's in the show.
Yeah.
And this came out like in June, so it was like way before all this stuff.
I mean, that one in particular is a better exclusive.
I
yeah,
was gonna say one of the pros that it gets to make you feel superior to those who don't have it and want it.
I don't know if it feels like you're superior.
I
You
would.
should, yeah, because that's freaking awesome.
I'm better than
I like-
you in many ways. Here's one.
I have this figure.
And you don't.
I don't
Nanny, nanny,
lord
boo-boo.
that over people. I mean, it's just
No.
I wanted it because I love Scareglow.
Oh,
Glow in the dark figure.
Oh.
You can't beat that. Although only his head glows, which is fine. Which is fine. But if you use blacklight, it really pops too. So,
Yeah.
Which, if you look at the Instagram video,
exactly.
I've seen that one.
And even on TikTok, I even posted it as well. The old tickety talks. The bad thing with exclusive, not bad, but it's just with the exclusive itself, only limiting to one store, even though they think it's like a mass, store, like
still a
Walmart or
giant store,
Target.
thousands of
You have
units.
chains, but it's still just a limited amount,
Yeah.
and it feeds scalpers. It feeds into
A lot.
that third party.
Guys, you've already got to the negatives. Let's keep it
Oh,
on
sorry.
positive.
Keep
What are the
positive.
positives?
Positives about exclusives.
You get
I
cool
was gonna
figures.
say that this is one of the few positives
Yeah.
in that. I mean, the character is the character, but
Right.
the packaging is actually really cool and unique. Whereas, like with the Transformers, like the one you have there, it's just a fucking recolor of the same mold they've already put out.
Yep.
They're probably in the same bubble packaging or whatever you have.
It's exactly the same, but like, so maybe it's cool because if this was released in the main line, it wouldn't, because it's a not popular character. It would never sell as many units as a main character like Trax. So that maybe it's the only way that it can work is to have a limited quantity of it because it's a smaller character, and to have an exclusive option is a way to still get that character out there.
I bet that one would sell more because it's a red car. And most people that buy Transformers are like parents that are buying them for their kids that have no idea.
Yeah. Like me.
Guys, we're staying positive.
Okay.
Positive. Let's see. Positive things about exclusives.
I would have never had a figure like Keldor and Kronos without the exclusive of Target.
But they didn't have to be exclusive to Target.
That's true. They didn't have to. But they
were.
They made them.
So is there a positive to them only being exclusive to
Well,
Target?
if you would have waited long enough, there would have been like 100 of them in the store.
There are now, yeah. There's like a ton of them.
So there's that. And they probably get clearance
Downside,
off.
not everybody can get to a Target easily.
That's true.
Like
And that's the
all
problem
of
with
you.
us, yeah.
I'm half an hour. Like the closest one to me is half an hour. The closest one to you guys is what, hour and 15 minutes? Hour 20?
If I went to Burlington, it's like 70 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it's
still a trek.
It's not a short drive to go find a Target exclusive.
Yeah.
To maybe have it.
Yeah.
Right.
Which you can check online.
If you download their app and then check the store and then check
And then just hope that, it's accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hasbro Pulse sells a lot of exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. Their membership, you know, like if you're in there, you can only get this toy through their store.
Do you have to pay for their membership? Because I don't know.
It's $50 a year, but it gets you free shipping. And
Yeah.
it's on all Hasbro. So if you buy enough.
So do you have to have a membership to buy stuff from there?
No.
Okay.
You then just pay shipping.
Sure.
But I think as long as you go through that store, you can still get the
Through the
exclusives.
website.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get like the rest of the Hasbro stuff too, right?
Also true, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't looked. I mean, I looked the other day when I found out that they are doing the O-ring style Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes again, and I thought, hey, those are cool. I already have them.
But they're cool.
Mine are 30-some years old, but I have them. They look exactly the same. I don't know if... I mean, granted, it's $40 for the set, and so that's $20 a figure, and that's way cheaper than buying an original one, so that's cool. And they're not sold out, and... Well, at least they weren't sold out as of October 26th when I looked. But I don't know. I have a really hard time. I really have a really hard time finding positives about exclusives because what is the point? I remember when I was a kid, like you could go to every store and find every toy line, and I just don't understand like it makes no sense to me the amount of money that they are missing out on by not just producing more of this stuff and putting them in more stores.
I remember there being exclusives even growing up. Like with Transformers, there was some you can only get at Toys R Us, or some you can only get at
stuff.
KB
Yeah,
Toys.
see, like that, I don't know if there was any. I think there was some of that stuff with G.I. Joe, but it was well past when I was a kid. Like all the G.I. Joe Toys R Us exclusive stuff happened in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and I have some of it now, but I wasn't really interested in it before. But like all the mainstream stuff, like all the regular characters, and I didn't have a Toys R Us anywhere near me, so I probably would never have known that there were any Toys R Us exclusives when I was a little kid. And it probably wouldn't have bothered me when I was a little kid because,
when I
had
was
plenty of
like
toys.
little, like didn't know anything was exclusive.
Yeah.
The toy was a toy. So.
But like I could walk into Pomida or Walmart or Ben Franklin or anywhere and like all the Transformers and all the G.I. Joes were there.
Right.
And you could just get them. And there were lots. And now there's not lots. There are in some stores. My Walmart hasn't had a single G.I. Joe figure in over a year. I think Christmas of 2019 was the last time that there was a G.I. Joe
Like anything figure. Or
anything, figures or vehicles. There's been no G.I. Joe anything whatsoever in my store since 2019.
It's almost like
ours has a couple.
Have a big town.
It has like tons of his tanks and tons of the figures.
Yeah,
but the ones you already have.
Yeah, which I do need another blue his tank. I need to pick one up at some point so I can open it. But yeah, I mean. I don't know. What are some positives for you, Jay?
I guess for me as a toy collector, I find the challenge really fun. A lot of maybe it's in a mindset of trying to complete waves of things.
I can understand that, but it's different for me. Like it would be under different circumstances. Like the challenge of finding something or the excitement of finding something like, hey, is more in like when we're visiting like a vintage toy store and we come across like a super great deal on something that I had when I was a kid that I now am finding in this new place. Like, oh, I never expected that, or I was really looking for that. Hooray, I just found it. And not necessarily like, oh, I'm really looking for this brand new thing at Walmart, but my Walmart doesn't fucking have it, so now I'm going to have to drive 40 miles.
Well, I think the downside for you also is that G.I. Joe's not putting out new things that are not just the old things.
Yeah.
I'd say 80-90% of my exclusives I don't get in person. Like, that's not the point, I guess. Like, but getting them, you can still get them. There's means to get most exclusives if you want to get them. That's one of the things, like when they come out, you have to make, because they're exclusive and they're shorter runs, you got to make the decision if you want it or not. Because if you don't go after it right away, then it will be gone and you won't be able to get it.
And that's how I've been with the Masters of WWE Universe, which are only really exclusive to Walmart.
Yeah.
And basically you have to go there and check if they're going to be
every day, twice a day.
Yeah. Right now they don't have the SKUs up for them listing that they're even there.
Yeah.
But going back to that, it's that like getting those toys like made me excited to like find them and in the store. You know?
Finding them is way more fun than ordering them.
Yeah, but finding them in the wild, it's kind of like, I know it's going to be here. I know it's only at the store. So it's that excitement of the thrill of the hunt to get those toys that are only exclusive to the store.
I think for me, though, like...
It's not the thrill of the clicking the link on the...
Thrill of the click.
I think for me, I would be just as thrilled to find it at Target as I would at Walmart.
If there, I think the store is irrelevant. It's just going out in the wild and finding.
Yeah.
But having it exclusive to whatever store. The same with this Rise of Evil 2-pack of.
That's a Target exclusive.
It's a Target exclusive, and going to Target and finding it was exciting.
Yeah.
When it was there, so that feeling doesn't leave. I guess whether it's exclusive or not, it's just. And maybe it adds to the excitement of finding it in the wild, I guess.
I mean, the exclusives do just fuel the secondary market, though.
Yeah.
And they get stupid, ridiculous in price real quick.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you don't want to go out and hunt for stuff.
Which I love going out and hunting.
Of course.
I don't love being disappointed, but I also like when we go out to hunt, though, like actually go out, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to be making a quick run to Walmart and I'm going to stop at the toy section while I'm there to get some chicken. And maybe there's something there and maybe there's not. But when we actually go out to hunt, like we're going to a town where there are multiple locations and we're going to spend the whole day hitting up multiple locations. Right. And we're actually like out in search of, we've got a list and we're going to find shit today. And I don't know if I don't really know what that has to do with exclusives other than like
I like where it's going. Just
Corey just
had
a
different topic.
Other than like
it's okay to not be into exclusives too.
Yeah.
Like when Tad was on, he's like, "There's a variant of this. I don't give a shit."
Yeah.
You know, like,
and I mean, Hasbro's like really beaten the classified line to death with 6-inch line, and like
Right, the Cobra Island Target
Every
exclusive.
every collector that I know, besides Jeremy, every collector that I know, and I don't even know like how hard he's collecting those, but everyone that I know that has collected the 6-inch line has pretty much sold them. They're like, yeah,
Really?
I was into them, but now I'm not really anymore, and I want different
From
stuff.
frustration.
For either frustration or they're just like, yeah, they're cool, but I'm done with them. Like, just like bored with it. Like, and they're releasing some cool figures. Like some of my favorite figures, they're finally doing a bat and they're finally doing an alley viper, and like they look great, way better than that dumb front butt Super 7 bullshit that came out. And they look awesome, but I don't care. I don't want them. So
You don't have to want them.
yeah, I mean, so for me personally, like the exclusive thing, like I just like it's nothing that I'm interested in. Like for me, like I'm getting the vehicle. Like I said, I'm getting all the retro vehicles because those are very similar to what vehicles I had when I was a kid. The figures are not, and the only reason I've gotten the Cobra ones was by complete and total accident. And so now I'm just getting the Cobra figures, but they're just going to stay in the box. I'll probably never open them, honestly, like realistically, because
Aren't they breaking easily anyway?
they do break easily and they don't fit in with the O-ring stuff that I collect and that I play with. So,
Yeah.
like, what is the point?
Like, I would love to collect every Transformer, but it's, like, financially not feasible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more interested in getting, like, one of each of the molds. So, like, even with the Road Rage, like, I have the tracks. So, like, the only reason I got it is because you were ordering one, and it's like, hey, you want to get one too? I'm like, okay.
It's the only way you can get it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pay twice that on.
Which I
eBay.
wouldn't have.
Right.
I never would have gotten it. And there's a couple that, like, I've seen.
So then why did you want it?
It's only because you, like, offered
Because it
to
was
get
exclusive?
Not really.
It was your exclusive chance to own this or not. That was the moment of like, I'm either going to have this or I'm
Well, it's
definitely
because
not going to have this.
I want to get all of them.
Because I want them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you made the ability to get it easy.
You made that. He made that exclusive available to you where you would not have otherwise sought it
Yes,
out.
I would not have. Because just like with the War for Cybertron Megatron, like there's like a T-Rex, which is the same mold. Like I don't give a fuck. Because I have it's a recolor.
Yeah.
And there's a few of them that are like I have the.
But some people are like, I fucking love this mold. I want every version of this ever. Oh my god! Now there's this version. Sweet.
Like I got the
it just depends
the
on
Army drone, which is the Ironhide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't find the Ironhide. I would rather have the Ironhide.
But you got the army.
But
The only reason you got the army drone was because it went on clearance at my
Well,
store, and you're like, hey.
I think I already got one.
Oh, okay.
It's your chance
And then
to
you-
experience the mold.
Yeah, and then you,
now you can just
you
paint
saw it
it.
on clearance and like, oh, okay. I kind of forgot.
If you have a second one, you can just paint it to look like Ironhide.
But then, like, as soon as I open them, like, this is familiar. Like, I know this
Yeah.
one. Just
muscle
like,
memory, yeah.
just like the Optimus Prime I got at Halloween-a-Palooza. Like, I know I have this in a box somewhere. 'Cause I've definitely,
The fingers know.
yeah.
But I know I get excited though when like a new line is announced, whether it's Funko Pops, and they're like, "Oh, this movie, we're gonna release pops of this movie." But and here's 5 new pops of this movie. Awesome. And then here's a 6th one that you can only get at Target, and it's different because it's got blood on it or whatever. And I'm like,
The
well, that's
variant
fucking
one,
cool. I want that version too.
It's a cool version. I wish it was available at all the stores.
Yeah, just make the cool stuff available.
But you get like why there's Chase
yeah, I know.
figures. It's the same thing.
I get it,
It's a money
right?
thing.
It's
but not really. No,
Encouraging-
maybe I don't get it. Like, maybe I honestly don't get it because, like, if they're that cool and people want them that much, why wouldn't you make more of them and make more money so that
Because
make
they're
them
not really
more available?
selling most of them for more.
No, they're not. But like, if there's only 100 available in the country and everyone's clamoring for it not because there's only 100, but because it's
Corey,
so cool,
It's just the golden
why wouldn't
ticket.
you make
It's the
1,000?
golden
Like,
ticket.
I think Pops does it
It's
because
the same thing.
because they know it. Like, there's the app that tracks it, and like you can tell
And
instantly
it's
like
just
how
two
much
guys
it's worth.
pumping out product in their grandmother's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's just
so like the prices like kind of generate like its own market.
It's just a sales technique
or interest.
Sure.
know?
But Pops isn't seeing any of the money on the secondary market.
No.
So why wouldn't they make more if they know that there's...
They should make their money up front,
because
right?
you can't have leftover product.
No, you can't.
Can't they just put it in a shredder and like
can't
remelt
have-
Well, I
No,
think
you don't- that's why you can't just make more. 'cause
the
you-
knowledge that some of them become worth a lot of money generates interest in their product, so then they sell more.
Yeah, I mean, until
Big
the
picture.
bottom drops out like it did with Beanie Babies,
Yeah.
and it will.
Okay.
I mean, these pops are a little bit cooler than
Beanie Babies aren't made out of movie characters that millions and billions of dollars are forced in front of your eyes. They're not just little.
I might be wrong.
No, I don't.
But I
I don't
think-
care. I don't think. But
I mean, I know that. I know that you're not out.
questioning his entire existence.
I know that
so.
you're not out spending the market value on them to get them. Like you're not out spending 80. You're not going to spend $80 on that Shockwave to get it.
I would. I spent $50 on a Pop exclusive that I didn't get when it first came out because I started collecting the Transformer Pops after they had started coming out. And
Then you're stupid. I hate you.
But I wanted it. I wanted to have the complete collection of Transformers, so I spent $50 on this exclusive Pop so that I could have it in my
which one
collection.
was it?
The Nemesis Prime.
I mean, it's worth it.
Well, is it? Corey says it's not.
No, but Nemesis Prime is like one of the coolest characters.
The reason I think that it's not worth it is because this company is like, they don't have to make millions of them, but they could make thousands of them instead of just a couple hundred of them and make it way easier to get, and people would still buy them.
That is also true.
And they'd resell them.
But then what would make it special? Nothing.
What would make it special?
Which is also true.
The thing that would make it special is the thing that you always tell us makes it special for you is the nostalgia, the feeling that you get when you get this thing in your hand that reminds you of something that's really close to you and really like
that triggers that
feeling and that emotion that you had when you were a kid. Like that's what makes it special. Not that there's only 100 of them,
regardless of how much it's worth.
So vintage Transformers, there's only so many of them.
Yeah,
it's the same with.
But that's not why you want them.
But when you were a kid, there weren't only so many of them.
It's because they're cool.
And there's only so many of them, but there's only so many of them left is what's like what the deal is with the vintage stuff. Because when we were kids, it wasn't hard to go find Transformers.
No, but I'm saying
or Mochi because it was like
now,
overproduced, to the nth degree.
And it's not like that. I mean, some of that stuff probably got tossed and
I'm sure,
and recycled.
And but that $50 Pop isn't.
Right.
I don't buy it to get nostalgia points because it's
you buy it because it's
because I'm
completist.
collecting. Yeah, it's a different part of the collecting.
Yeah, I don't. I only collect my Pops because they're Motu related and they look cool.
Yeah,
and that's why I take them out. That's why I take them out of the box. That's why I don't.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about the box. Sure. I want to play with them as a toy.
And if you miss one and the price climbs, you're not going to go buy it.
No, not unless I can get a good deal on it.
Yeah.
I don't actively go out and be like, I need to find this to complete a collection. When I get them cheap, I'll buy them cheap. That flocked Moss Man was probably the most expensive one, and that was like $30.
Yeah,
but it was cool because it's flocked, and it's it's how to me it's for Funko. They've done such a good job with the coloring of the vintage stuff. It looks so good to that.
Yeah,
and the way they pose it and stuff, and having figures I've never had too. It was like it hits that nostalgia feeling for me.
Yeah,
the app is secondary.
As much as I don't like Funko Pops, which is probably going to be the next episode, they do a good job of making like cool looking figures.
Yeah,
they do. Yeah,
sure. And I haven't splurged on the giant freaking 10-inch ones just because they're
cool, man.
They're so
cool,
outrageous.
But would you when if they're just sitting on the shelf and go on clearance?
They're super cheap.
Sure, but that's not what we're talking about.
Take a few more seconds.
We're talking about your collection.
Because I think the ones at my store are on sale.
But they're not exclusives. They're not.
Right. You can get Funkos
Maybe we should just
everywhere.
move on. This is getting out of hand.
But we're not
This
talking
went exactly how
about,
I thought it was going to go.
Good Lord.
Jason trying to defend it.
There was a lot of dead air at the beginning.
Trying to, well, at least trying to have the positive.
I'm just trying to bring the positive.
I'm trying to, like, I am genuinely trying to think of something that I feel like this is a positive thing, but it always comes back to me.
But we're not in the business
like,
of toy selling and marketing.
No.
It does generate.
We get the other end of it.
It does generate interest in new people buying toys, and possibly parents telling their kids, it's like, hey, they're only making this thing that I had when I was a kid, and maybe that sparks something for a new collector to start collecting their thing. Well, so it could be that.
My argument right now, though, is that supply and demand, which is a huge part of the market of selling toys, is that the demand is far outstripping the supply right now, and there's so much room for more supply that would be.
And I don't sit here and pretend to know how any of the toy marketing and selling works, but I
don't think the people that are doing it do either.
But
they're all winging it. Everyone's winging it.
There has to be more demand than supply.
Sure,
there absolutely has to be. Because
otherwise it's clearanced off.
You peg warmers and you waste, and waste is loss, and you can't have loss when you're running a business. You just can't. I want what you want. Of course I want toys. I
don't ever expect that it's going to be the same way that it always was, like when we were kids.
It's never going to be there, but
I think it also depends on the toy lines.
Yeah.
Like Transformers, whenever there's an exclusive, it's almost always a repaint of a previous toy.
Transformers
always.
Transformers never lost its popularity either. Like there was no. There
was because they've had something coming out all the time,
and it's been good. Like they've actually put some real thought into what's been coming out versus GI Joe when it 1991 hit, and they're like, oh shit, there's super soakers. Kids like neon things. Let's make all the GI Joes neon, and nobody fucking wants them, and it completely killed the brand. And then they finally started doing more stuff later, but they've had a really hard time relaunching the GI Joe brand. And this retro line and this Cobra Island 6-inch classified stuff just isn't it.
But this Scareglow, with its
he's cool as fuck.
Is really fucking cool.
Everything about that Scareglow, from the figure, the packaging, whoever designed that did it right.
So there's
100%.
Basically one guy that runs Mattel Creations.
He did it.
He is good.
I'm trying to think of it. I can't think of his name, but he's on the website too, and he does talks. He's done a video with Pixel Dan as well and stuff.
Yeah,
but his Motu stuff is on point.
He's knocking it out of the park with all this stuff. I love it. I really do genuinely wish that I was a Motu collector, because I would love to be buying this.
He comes with his halberd too.
So with Transformers, the exclusives that aren't repaints are usually so ridiculously expensive. Talking about the Unicron, $1,500 or whatever the hell it was.
Well,
which is super awesome.
600.
But
is that the 600?
Yeah,
I was gonna say this. The 15 is the secondary market price.
But that was a crowdfunded.
Yeah,
sure.
And that was cool because he was giant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought. Go ahead.
Still stupidly expensive, but.
I started thinking more about after, I think it was Jason Zbornik posted about the new Sky Striker, the crowdfunded HasLab Sky Striker. Everybody was talking about $230 is kind of a steep price, and no, I kind of feel like yes, but no, because after I read through it, the more that I read through it, the more funding they get, the more stuff they're going to release. So the Jet plus. It's going to come with 2 figures already,
right?
And then if they get more, then it's 2 more, and if they get even more, then it's 2 more. So there's the possibility that for that $230 or $260, whatever it is, you're going to get this Sky Striker, which, if it's what they're showing, it's basically a mold of the original. It looks like
at
the
3 3/4 scale.
Yeah, and a stand, and it's going to have a stand. It's going to have all the extra kit, and it's going to have
figures too?
They are. And they're going to have 6 figures with it. When you calculate in that those figures, they're $15 a piece, and that's 6, so that's
a lot.
$90 worth of figures.
He did use his hands.
I did, yeah.
Math podcast.
I had to count. I had to count in 15s on my fingers. Yeah, that's $90 just for that's $90 worth of figures. So all of a sudden, your Sky Striker is now down to $130 or $140.
It's down to more math.
Dare you?
Oh yeah.
To go find an original 1983, 1984 Sky Striker for less than
even if
complete
you,
and nice for less than 140.
If you
won't.
consider like the original price and like plus inflation, like how much that would be.
One
now,
of my
it's
complete
pretty comparable. So.
I have one complete Sky Striker with its parachute, and I'm sure that I'd easily get $150 to $200 out of it.
Better plastic.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when it was new, like it was still expensive.
When it was new, it was $15.
Well, that's pretty cheap.
Wow.
That's like stupidly cheap.
It was like $14.99 when I in 1983.
So now that'd be like $300 because inflation's terrible.
So, but yeah, I mean, like that exclusive to me, like that's a crowdfunded thing. So crowdfunded exclusives like that, I get that because that's like, okay, this is a thing that I want and I can get this because I am giving money to this company to make one for me.
Right.
That's an exclusive that I get and I totally understand. But I would fucking love it if Hasbro would be like, oh, a lot of people want this. Let's just make one and put it out there because we're going to make our money on it.
So you're talking about like a custom shop exclusive,
custom shop exclusive
versus
stuff
just
like your Scareglow
versus whatever they want to do.
Like this way, there won't be any loss. You pay for one, you get one.
Yeah,
this is your chance. You got 45 days to make up.
So maybe that's the way that all exclusives should be. Like if they're going to do an exclusive, they should just announce, "Hey, we're going to do this exclusive. Here's your crowdfunding. You're going to have to wait a while to get it, but you're going to get one. Right. And you're going to have it in your collection."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then there's not a limited number. It's however many.
Which has made me seriously consider dropping the $250 on. Which I can't because I can't. I'd have to sell some stuff to do it, and I already have 3 Sky Strikers.
That's also the good side of the exclusive is that but once you have it, no one else can have it. You get to have one.
Yeah.
Of this, sure. Only these many were made for this one thing.
Yeah,
and that's a cool thing.
I would be interested to know if it is like an exact replica of the original because, like I said, I already have 2 originals and I have one.
I think it's bigger. The original wasn't 3 3/4 scale, was it?
I mean,
I think this one's even bigger.
It's scaled to the G.I. Joe figures, but is it going to be it's going to be a larger than the original one?
That's what I thought.
Maybe, I don't know.
To
be so if it was a true 3 3/4 scale like F-14 Tomcat, which is what that was modeled after, then it probably would be closer to twice as big as the one that. Which to me, then, if it's like. That does sound pretty cool, but it's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really. I like it to slide in easy, where it's gonna fit.
So we need to wrap this up. So we know that all you listeners definitely have an opinion too on exclusives, and we would love to hear it. So definitely,
unless you like them, then you're wrong.
Come on. Help explain why they're cool. Help me, guys. So hit us up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that and let us know. But right now we're going to take a quick break. Corey's dropping shit, and we're going to tell you all about our podcast network, the Prescribed Films Podcast Network.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
And we are back. All right, it's time for Elgin to take us on a store tour.
All right. Well, today's store is going to be. And most times we get in the van and we drive to somewhere, and or we look on our social medias and find a brick and mortar store. However, with this topic of exclusives,
are we just driving to a Wi-Fi hotspot?
Yes, we're driving to the best
McDonald's,
library that we can find,
yes.
and steal their Wi-Fi. We're going to the Big Bad Toy Store, which does have exclusives that you can get only there.
Maybe the biggest and baddest toy store of them all.
It's found at www.bigbadtoystore.com, featuring pre-orders, exclusives, and the infamous pile of loot.
Oh, I love the pile of loot.
Maybe you can talk a little bit more about the pile of loot.
What is the pile of loot?
How it works.
Dudes, it's awesome. First of all, one of the reasons I love Big Bad Toy Store is because the way they do pre-orders.
He likes piles of things.
Yes, the pre-orders are awesome. You know why? Because you don't pay for it until it comes out.
Right.
But you get dibs on it as soon as you buy it.
Sure.
Run it through your cart. Say you're buying it, and when so you don't pay till it comes out, which could be a month, 2 year, whatever.
Which didn't Jason's Bornick bring his
That box.
pile? He
Yeah.
bought him his box of pile of loot when he was.
Versus some places where you got to give them the money
Right.
and then wait, and that
And
also
that
sucks.
was with that Mattel Creations. I had to actually pay
Pay up
for
front.
it up front and then wait,
Yeah.
which was excruciating. But go on.
How long did you have to wait for that?
2 months for that. Which
Yeah, see, that's the other thing about
was
the
a while.
Hasbro Sky Striker thing is it's not coming out until spring of 2023.
Yeah.
But back on our
You
store,
got time to figure it out.
but back at our store tour,
Yeah,
Big Bad
go on.
Toy Store, like they feature tons of figures you could buy.
Every
Turtles,
Yeah.
Transformers, G.I. Joe, Motu Thundercats.
There's some
pretty
stuff
much
that was
everything.
exclusive to them that
And
was.
they are exclusive.
I
They
am
have
kicking my ass for not buying. Like,
which one of the exclusive things that we're selling there, which is the Eternian Guards, is now at Big Lots for some reason.
really?
They are stocking those Eternian Guards at Big Lots.
Nice. Is there any Big Lots around us?
Burlington and Des Moines are
Nice.
the only closest ones. But yeah, I don't know why.
Didn't we go to one in Des Moines?
We did
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
on our Jay's Day. But yeah, Big Bad Toy Store. I haven't bought anything from there yet, but I probably will in the future. So
So the pile of loot, it's awesome. So you can make your purchases, and once you buy something, you can decide to either have them ship it, or you can have them hold it for you in a pile.
Right.
And you have 90 days from the moment you buy it until you can decide to have them ship it to you. And their shipping is great. It's one flat $4.
$4, yep, flat fee. You can also do custom shipping as well, like collector casing.
Yeah.
Yep,
And,
they have levels of
Yep.
Yeah. they're
Normal or-
tiered shipping. Yeah.
Right.
damaged or super collector.
Right.
That's
Like Amazon or good.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you can buy something today, say, well, I'm going to wait, put it in your pile of loot,
Sure.
then I can go tomorrow and buy something else. Instead of spending that $4 shipping every time you buy something, you got 90 days. And then at the end of that 90 days, they just automatically ship it, and then
Do they?
you'll be
Okay.
charged that $4. But,
Yeah.
That's good. That's automatically shipped.
but when you go, you can check your pile of loot, and they have a countdown on there, and it tells you how many days you got left. Because right now I got
Sweet.
five toys in there. That's each one's counting down, and I'm like, okay, I got another paycheck. I can wait until I pull the trigger and whatever.
Yeah, there's some stuff that was on there a couple years ago, like it was the Sky Striker and Snowcat mold, but they weren't called that, and they had that, and then they had like a Hiss tank and something else, and they were in a set that you could order them like for the two vehicles plus their drivers came in one set, and they were not stupid expensive. It was like $120 or something for the set, maybe less.
Yeah.
And I didn't order them, and I should have ordered them because now you can't touch them for less than like $300 or $400.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
And
really
and their
annoying.
list price is usually a couple bucks more than
Yes.
like the main place you can buy something.
The
But
main retail
I
place.
feel like you make that up on the pile of loot.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
flat
if you had,
shipping,
10
you can save it up.
items or whatever.
Right, totally. And then you can, all this stuff still only $4, no matter how much, how
Right.
big.
That's great.
And they have everything there, every toy
yeah.
line you can imagine. It's it's my favorite store. It's my
Just
first
to look
bookmark.
through, and
It's-
I know you sent me some Motu stuff of like there's clearanced off and like, hey, do you want to get this?
Yeah, they just recently. I'll probably have it in a future episode or so. But when Eddie was on after we recorded, they had just got back into stock some San Diego Comic-Con alternators exclusives.
Nice,
and they're just like these are going for $1 million on secondary market, and now they're just back in stock all of a sudden. I'm like, snag, yes please, please. Exactly. But Big Bad Toy Store, man, I can't recommend it enough. It's
place to go.
I love it.
I just need to get some extra cash to spend there.
Yeah, I haven't visited their page in quite a while. The G.I. Joe stuff has been more like actual collector type stuff, like the big statues and stuff like that I'm not interested in because they're several $100s. But I know that they have a lot of other cool stuff.
Just their search, the way it's laid out, you can search by toy line, and then they have it broken up by pre-orders or toys on sale and
what's available now.
Lines and man, it is as good as it gets.
They have it laid out. They're doing a good job with that.
That is BigBadToyStore.com.
Yep.
All right. Well, now it's time to move on to the segment that we all love. We love hearing from you. It's Corey with Talking Toys.
So today's topic exclusives. It's obviously a very heated sort of topic between everyone and Jason. And so
feels that way. Come on.
People. Wesley Warner says, fuck you, Jason. Exclusives are nice when they are made in large enough quantities. Hey, my guy. Catering to scalpers needs to stop.
I agree.
It's true.
My favorite exclusives so far are the Mattel Creations Skeletor and the PulseCon 2020 Cobra Commander.
Heck yeah.
Russell Borgomenario.
Nailed it.
Russell Borgomenario the second.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. I know you, Russell. Borgomenario. I think Russell told me one time that he was 16 before he finally figured out how to spell his last name. He says Transformer crossovers are great.
Yeah, that's true.
I think so.
Crossovers are great.
Brian Clark says, I'll co-sign Wesley's sentiment. There's some $2 words, Brian. I'll co-sign Wesley's sentiment. It can be fun to have something special that you can only get from one place, but super limited runs of high-interest items with no anti-bot precautions is ridiculous. Basically, what I'm saying is exclusives are fine, but Mondo can kiss my entire asshole with their open mouths. I mean, as per usual, everything Brian Clark says is bullshit, but that's not complete bullshit.
But that's pretty true.
Yeah. As far as talking about toys goes, talking toys. That's this week's
all right.
Talking Toys.
Well, that was a pretty fun episode.
Yeah.
Right.
Word.
All right. Cool.
It's very exclusive.
It was right. You're only going to find this episode where you found it.
Here. Right here.
Here.
Right here. You got to cross the red rope, which means you got to get past the big guy.
Yeah. And if you're not on the list, too bad.
If you don't smoke Tarletons, then fuck you.
Hey, but before we go, we would love it if you could just, we're just a little independent podcast. We just like talking about toys. Just it'd be really sweet. We love, like we said, we got.
We're also in a band. I didn't know if people knew that, but
that's also true. It really derails what I was going to say, but
I think so.
I don't remember now. Okay.
It's completely sidetracked.
Did you say something about money? Were you going to tell people to give us some?
No.
Were you going to tell them to look at our wish lists on our Amazon?
That'll work, I guess. That wasn't what I was going to say, but...
How do you know?
So on our website, if you feel like...
giving us...
Why are you touching me like that? If you feel like...
You want me to touch you a different way?
No! Get out of there. There's a camera. Now there's evidence. Great. Yeah, if you want to commit random acts of kindness, feel free to stop by our website. We have 3 of us have wish lists on there. Spoody's working on his right now.
Just anything.
Yep. We'd appreciate it. But yeah, I did want to tell you, just tell a friend about our show. Help spread the word.
Yeah.
All right.
Hallelujah.
Let's get out of here. I got toys to pre-order.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Over and out.
Later.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.